Okay, we're back to the project. Okay, last time we left, we're at the point where the user in his profile needed to create a new real estate and send such that we could actually see it on our front end. So if I come to our front end, yeah, these estates have to be populated by our users, by our real estate agents or landlords. So I will have to take away these ones. So now from this profile page, we have to permit them, write in some info here, hello estate for instance, and then load the picture of an estate. We're definitely going to load this for instance, and then when they click here add estate, that estate should be added to their estates that they're adding. So rapidly we're going to see I have three estates here. These three estates are the ones populating this 1 2 3. Now one thing we'll have to do is in our code, where is our profile page? Cool. In our profile page, let's just make sure we've named things properly. So for our type file, we've given the name file. For our text area, the name is info. Great. So we'll have to watch out for those when we're sent to database. Now remember, when sending a file to your server, you must encrypt it. And when you encrypt it, you should generally send it as post and not get. Yeah, then we just use a dot here. What does a dot do? The dot simply says send me to whosoever invited me here. So remember we're using our index.php, which is our controller. So it's simply saying index.controller, you called me on profile page. Good. Index.php called that page on profile page. So when you submit with a dot, it simply comes back to whosoever had called it. So it's going to be coming back here. But when coming back here, the thing is our form is going to be watching, our controller is going to be watching for this parameter add estate. So if we search for add estate and we come to our index, we see that it's going to be caught here. Add estate will be caught here and executed in here. Okay, so let me send that and see what happens. Okay, I come here and I say hello estate and I click add estate. Cool. When I click add estate, oh okay, let's see what's happening. When I come to add estate, the first thing is I want to see if the variable files has been was available in the request. Yes, I can see files here. Remember our files here carries the parameter, the value file. So in this files array we are able to extract it and the other parameters that come along. Yes, when you upload a picture there's so much more information rather than just the name of the picture. The name of the picture, the type, so on, so much, even the size of the picture. Okay, and then our post parameter here was carrying info and then add statement, add estate, which we saw already. So I took the pains to extract. See, in PHP there's a whole documentation on how to handle a file when you're uploading. Yeah, but this is not really exhaustive, but this is what you just need to know for a start. So I took the pains of copying all of this and then encapsulating it into a function. So if you see, I just have a function here called upload image, which I've carefully taken the time to. It's simply the same function that I've taken the time to go through, and then I've done some modifications here. Let me just point you out on a few modifications I've done. Please read this documentation. You'll find everything you ever need about uploading images if you have to do it yourself. But in the long run, probably use a library because the library will catch up to so many other issues. So the first thing is, please see, all I've done here is I've sent in the array files, which is equally a global variable. So when this global variable here comes, it comes as file. So it picks up its temporary name, which when we come here, all these other array indices, references are found in that file. Yet here are a few, there are others that are still kept within. So we go through and it checks the means the type of file. If it's an image, so we get image size. If it's an image, this function is a PHP function too that simply checks if it's an image or not. It goes through. If it's an image, fine, it tells you, wow, that is an image. I think you write it, file is an image somewhere. Yeah, file is an image, and it gives you the type, image type JPEG. we go down. If it's not an image, it's going to throw you this error. Remember, it keeps watching for this upload OK 1 or 0. So whenever it finds a 0 at the end, will tell you your image was not uploaded. I think we'll do that somewhere right down here. Yes. So if you ever ends up with a 0, it tells you sorry, your image was not uploaded. So if you fail one of these conditions while sending your image will not be uploaded. So when we go down, it asks us for our target directory, which is this. Remember, we're adding our images into images. Oh, by the way, here's our new image. But now this function, the function from the W3 Schools PHP documentation, it's not exact. I changed a couple of things, because when you upload the picture, it comes with the picture's name, which is not really what we want on our system, because two names could clash and all of that. A better way to keep track of our images is to use a timestamp. So reason why I'm using this time function here, so this time function is going to pick the current time number of seconds. So this number of seconds that's not attributed to this picture, it will never be the same for two pictures, it will always be different. So I'm going to delete it by the way, because we're going to create another image shortly. So our file name here is simply going to be this time, and then we okay, please go and read explode too. So explode simply permits a string. So what I'm trying to do here is, if you see here, this, okay, the meme more or less is this, the meme, the type of file. So I'm taking this type of file. Exploding means you take a string and turn it into an array. When I turn this into an array, I'll be having arrays with two values, image and JPEG. So you see, when I explode here, that's exactly what it does. Let me take this a little bit here. Yeah. And when I explode this check meme, you see it's checking up here to an image, so I can simply use that same variable here. And then when I explode it, this is going to be 0, this is going to be 1. So I now take the 1 parameter and I append it to that time, such that my new image has a new name, which is this. Great. That's the first modification I did. Then I call out file name, then I append it back to the function, and I continue with the function as per the documentation. So when I go down all this, please, you read what's happening here. You have to know what's happening all over here. Okay, now it goes down and starts checking if target file, if this file does not exist, if that folder does not exist, because this target file is a combination of your target directory, the folder in which it's going, and the file name. If that has an issue, it takes upload OK to be equal to 0. If your image size is greater than, I don't know the equivalence of this, but usually try not to have images greater than 100 kilobytes. You see, this one is very light. I don't know here. I'm too lazy to convert that, but rather than converting that, I can go into my downloads and I'll find that image should be somewhere up here. That image is somewhere up here. Cool. Here's the image. So the image in itself is what? 18 kilobytes. Yeah, so try to work with very light files. Okay, great. So I'll never have this issue because I trim my images and make sure they're very lightweight. So now it comes down here, it's trying to check for the type of files that are allowed. So you see, I think we also, with some Photoshop knowledge, should be able to know that files, be it images, you can find them as JPEG, GIF. Okay, actually it tells you a JPG, JPEG, usually they're the same. PNG, GIF, these are the only files allowed. If you files anything other than this, it's going to kick it out. Okay. It goes down again, and then after it has done all those checks and it has not seen any 0, it has not validated, does not change the value of upload equal to 0, so our upload is still equal to 1 from up here. Upload was equal to 1 from up here ever since, due to the fact that here it was an image. So that was validated right through, and here we are just told that it's going to move the file into that particular directory we had told it. So we're going to redo that again, and then it does HTML special characters. This is just trying to escape that file, making sure it's some layer of security too. So the PHP file too does not return an image. Sorry, the PHP documentation, it does not return. It just tells that okay, your file has been uploaded. But that's not our objective. I want to know that that file has been uploaded and get the new name and insert in the database. You don't insert images or files in the database. No, you simply get the reference to that file, which is the name of that file, and insert in your database. So here I took the pains of returning that file name. Okay, so let's see what's happening. So when I come right up here and I come to this my upload image, so at the end, if it's successful, it should return an image to me. Yeah, it should return a picture to me. It's true. I haven't really written a counter argument. Should in case it's not uploaded, what should happen? Probably cool. Should in case it's not uploaded, I'll probably come here and say return false. So it's not uploaded. We're having this, right? So I'll say return false, and then I can have this return false sent down here too. So meaning if the image is not uploaded, it's going to return false. So all we need to do now is when we come here, when we're trying to upload this image, we can see the type of file. See on line 120. I've done some changes up, so it's definitely not line 129 anymore. But anyhow, it's this line. On this line, we're able to see the type of file that has been loaded. So we can just do a simple check and say if our image is equal to false, so it was not uploaded properly, we'll probably just throw an error here. We'll just say echo image was not loaded, please retry. Here we have that, and then I should return, meaning I stop the function from running anymore. We'll just try to see that in a while. Okay, so if this works well, we should be able to see, okay, our SQL statement. Okay, so let's just go and disrupt our function. To disrupt our function, let's just say we made an error and then images here, we forgot to add an S, and we'll see if it's going to work. So simply come back here, I'll copy hello estate, I load that same picture, it was even in memory, and I send. Boom, you see we're having this error because it's not going through, but I would like to block, I would like to stop. It's telling us here that move upload file. It's unable to find that file that's supposed to be loaded on 106. I don't want to be having all these echoes here. I will handle all the echoes on one statement right below. So you two, I take you out, I take you out, yeah. It was even coming after I return. It would never have shown anything. File name, blah 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 blah. I take you out too. I don't need any echoes in this function. This function does one thing: uploading pictures. If it's successful, it tells us. If it's not successful, it equally tells us. So as I've done this and I refresh again, we should have just. Anyhow, this is a PHP or this is a PHP error. We could actually wrap it. Can actually catch this error and wrap it, but that's going to be taking so much time. I will focus on that. But you can see what's telling here. It's telling you that the image, it has not found the directory. There's no such directory there, and you can see this does not exist. The image is well named and everything, but we don't have img. We have, where is it? We have imgs. So all I need to do here is I come back up and I give it back its S, and it's going to go through, but I don't want to. When it goes through, I want to just continue into the function directly. So when it goes through, it's not going to be true. So if it was false, it's going to stop here. It stops somewhere here. It tells you image was not loaded, please retry. Image was not loaded properly. Yeah, we'll keep trying that error. Then please retry. When we're trying, I want to go straight up, wherein I get the SQL. I come estate. Anyhow, let's just see if our SQL was well structured. So come here and refresh again. Good. The image has gone through and everything. In our folder, we should see the image, but we'll still delete it. We'll delete it just because it's not yet time for us to. We're still debugging. So single quote, double quote, great. So this is our. Let's just see our statement. So we upload estate image. This is our estate image. Please make sure you follow this order. The order in your values, this order, because if you miss out this order, if you go and change estate image and you actually put it here, hello estate comes here, you have that same mess up in your database. So given that our first is image, after info, after author, which author is adding it? So here's our image, here is our info, and our author is the person with ID 1, which is great. Okay, so all we now do here is we take this out, and then we execute this statement. So say if the connection is true, if blah 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 happens, else new record was added successfully. Yeah, let's have that message like new record was added successfully. and then we close our database, and then we redirect that person to profile. We redirect the person to profile instead. Profile, yeah, you should go back to his profile page with that information. The image was added successfully. Everything being equal, that should work. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see if it worked. To see if it worked, we simply rush back to our database, which is this. We're getting we come back to estate db. In our estate table, let's see if there's any data. Oh, there's one table, there's one data. We can actually see the data here. Estate id, estate image, estate info, and then estate author. Great. Can we add the second one? Yeah, for this new configuration, it means we can add as many as possible. Let's add another one again. We say cool house. We say cool house now. We click again. Just pick one of these houses we've added before, and then we upload. Cool, it has gone through again. Go so fast. We needed to add some information here to tell us if it's going through or not. So come back, we refresh. Now from one datum, we are now with 2 data, you can see. And now if we go back to our images folder, we will see that cool, this image is different from this image. You see, just from names, and you see these names never clash because the number of seconds keep changing. I mean, from now to now again, another second or 2 have been added. So cool, we're now having this. Now we do not plan to build an additional usually when you have this, it's good to build a table at the side where you can be seeing your different images you've added already. Okay, while we are there, let's just extend to that. So we really don't need to be seeing this session variable anymore on line 26. So we simply come here on line 26, tada, line 26, we take that image, that information out. So we're having estate and we're having this. So let's rapidly build a small table here that will be showing us whatever information we've added so far. So to do that, okay, this was called, where did it end? It ended here. So I simply do this and class, and I call it row. I call it row. So in this row we have our table, yeah, and then we have our t head. Our t head, we're looking at what, the name of the estate and the picture of the estate. Name, no, it's not name, it's info, and then we're having the info and what, info and picture of our estate. Oh, what have I done? Oh shit. So instead this is tr, yeah, in tr we're having a th, we call it info, and then it's info and name, no, picture, yeah. Then we come here and that was t head. Now we come to t body. We need to see that information. So whenever this page reloads or anything, we need to be able to, oh, our sign out has gone back that way. Okay, cool. Whenever this page reloads, we need to watch out for some information. Let's look at that information. So I come here and I do, oops, my key mouse has changed again. So come here, variable DOM results. Yeah, so I want to load all the, let me first hide this. I want to load all the results in this database. So what do? I rapidly come up here. Cool. Here we're having some requests from the server. So cool, I'll come here instead. How does I spell the results down here with an S, with an, where is it? Okay, results. So given that here we're just trying to pick the user, we can actually even call this user result, and we'll come here user result. That should work for user result. That should work for the user. I will come here, we'll say user SQL. You can use any other thing. here we'll say estate SQL. So in estate SQL, we're selecting every from estate table where estate, yeah, estate author, was it estate author? Anyhow, let's just forget about estate author for now and see something. So I'm going to keep this. We'll come back to it because we need to add a where clause to it. So for now, I just say where one. I just want to pick up everything from the database and keep in this estate SQL. Once in estate SQL, I come here to and I create an estate result with our estate SQL code, user SQL 2. Okay, and I come here result rules, user result, yeah, this should be okay for the user. But now we need the same statement here for, let's copy this and yeah, let's take it for our estate result, number of rows greater than 0. But now there's this fetch as such was associated usually returns just one value. So let's see something. So if I come here and I do estate and I come here and I do estate, here's the funny thing: when I do variable DOM of estate, you'll be surprised, we're just going to return 1. You see, estate returns just 1, whereas we know that in that database we have more than 1. So there's another function here if you want to return all of them, called fetch all, which is supposed to, just from this name, it's going to fetch all. Great. And we have them as an array. Remember, does this look familiar? This should look familiar to you because in our index we had created a database. Where is it? Estate. Cool. Remember this? You see, it's the same thing. Almost the same thing. Okay, great. So that array, that's how your data comes up from the database. Usually it can come as an object, or an array of objects, or an array of arrays. This is an array of arrays. Yeah. So let's go back to our profile page. In our profile page, we're returning all our estates. Let's just give it an S. There are many of them. Estates, and we'll come here, estates. Great. So we come down here, we say our variable.dump estates. Good. It's familiar, right? We saw estates before, so I come here, I shut it down. So it's cool because here I called it estates too, so it makes work a little bit easier for everyone. But just we'll just have a problem here. We have a problem here because you see here these indices have names: ID, IMG, info, contact. But here's not the case. You see here 0, 1, 2, 3. Anyhow, we'll see how we can sort that out. Okay, cool. Here are our estates where we needed to have our table. Great. So at least something's happening. This add estate button, we have color for free, so we should use it. So I come here, I simply come here and I do class btn dark. I like dark. Great. Our button should have some color. Yeah, that makes it look nice. Okay, for this estate, see, what we could do here is using the 0, 1, 2, 3. It's equally good, but it could be confusing because you want to know people by their names. You want to know people by their names and not. Oh, why did I create a row here? It's supposed to be column. Good. See, aligns properly. Okay. Okay, we want to have their real names here. So when we come to our for each, shit, we have done that earlier. So if we come here, let's rapidly do it. So we'll say for each estates as estate. Let's do this. We'll create a new array here called estate array is equal to, just define literal, and then we'll come here estate array we want it to be populated, is equal to, we create a new array like this one. So you can even come and steal this one, steal this, and we come here. It's supposed to be this. We do this. Okay, so remember at position 0 we have the ID, so here we say estate at position 0, estate at position 0. Let's just be seeing, we hope we're on the right track. So at the end here, when we do a variable dump of estate array, it should have loved it to be called estate at the bottom. So if I call here estate, I rapidly come here and I say estate, and I come here and I say estate, and here I say estate array. Yeah, from the database, let's call it estate array. So yeah, estate array. Okay, I hope. Oh, we don't need this here. Let's see if so far on the right track. Wow, so many things happening here. On line 41, what's happening? Okay, estate. Oh, sorry. This our estate. I don't know. Actually, what's happening is it's picking up from this index, so we will not be needing this anymore, so we can start taking it out. I want to call it estate so that whenever it comes to this, it's going to help us not have to be changing names all over. So let's refresh again. Cool. 01. Okay, cool. It's changing the IDs only, but the images is not yet changing it because it's looping through and we haven't told it to do so. See, profile page, we're doing it right up. Cool. You see this image, we're supposed to come and change it now to estate 1, and then info was estate, should be estate 2, and this is estate 3. Great. Let's see if that works. Cool. That's just what we had in our database, right? Images, hello estate, the other one was cool house, so on and so forth. You can see them here. Hello estate, cool house, so on and so forth. Great. So while here I can take this out, and this is so important. This particular one is so important that we should actually take it. Now we'll take it out of here. We'll be using it so many times because remember, this now is replacing this. If we come to our home page and we refresh, we'll have a big issue because estates no longer exist. So boom, errors all over. Let's run away from it. We'll come and sort it out after. Okay, while we are here, we want to populate this into the table. Let's do that rapidly so we can leave the profile page and go do other things. So while we're here, we'll just say for each estates as estate, let's keep it that way, and then I come here and I copy you and I take you here and I say and for each, yeah, I come here tr, I come td, in td I do php, I say echo estate, or looking for what we said info. Now I can call it info because when I looked over, I changed those indices of 0, 1, 2 into names we can now use. So I come here info, so I'm trying to get info and then pick. Okay, cool. Is it pick, photo, image, img. Okay, I'll do this. See, we get this, but no one's interested in knowing the name of that picture. What everyone cares about is to see the picture itself. So just as we did here, we just come here. Was it on profile page? No, landing page. Landing page. How did you keep those images? We'll not be doing the same thing over and over. We'll simply just come and copy from here, and we take to our table profile page on this table. So what do we do here? We try to break it up so that we understand what we're doing. Okay, so I come here for this picture, I paste it as such. So given that they have the same names, even it makes it faster. Cat image top, we're not working with cats here, so we can take you out. But actually images have their own classes. So anyhow, our imgs here, you get to call that image cat image. Usually here it's good to give, you know, alternative text. What we give, usually should give something from database. Say okay, for now we don't. Okay, let's put our info. Yeah, why not? We come here and simply say info, and remember they need titles too. Images need titles. So when I come here, control copy, control V. Yeah, I come here and I say title. Great. Now we know what the title attribute is for. So when I come here, I pick it out. Yeah, I can just align it back here so that it keeps it neat. So what do we get? Ooh, our images are just too big. They're just too big because Bootstrap will help us tidy up that. In Bootstrap, we come here, IMG. These are the original sizes. Yeah, remember, we're not trimming these images. So we're not trimming it on our. Either you use Photoshop and you trim them to the right size before sending them into your database, or you come to your view here and try to give them a certain size, just as we did on the profile page. Here I'll say img, this is Bootstrap 4, so img fluid should work. Cool. Fluid actually fixes them into their boxes. I mean, makes them occupy the whole width, but you can still say this one is not the same size with that one. If you want to use some extra CSS and pin them down, fine. Let me see, img thumbnail. Let me see what that does. It does not do anything much, so let's leave it on fluid. But I, for one, I wouldn't like to work with like this. It's just too big. So I could rapidly come up here and say img. Oh, cool. I already have a class handling them here. So I just say height 100 pixels, and then width. Let the width be longer. So width should be 150 pixels. Yeah. Let it have a manageable size. Can we take it lower? 50 and 75. Yeah, so that if we have many of them, let's actually see them here without any stress. So we don't need you anymore. That's on line 79. Line 79. Great. Good. So here we're having our user and his images. So let's add one more image. Say this is a dope site. Yeah, things becoming interesting. We pick another image. Let's pick this guy too. Let's pick this guy. We just simply pick the same images to file. When we add, boom, you see the third guy comes, and now you see it's happening directly from the database, and it's quite clean. Yeah, not that clean, but so this AAA. So AAA can sign out. We've not built a sign out functionality. Did we say we'll build it? Maybe we said yes, maybe we said no. Okay, I hope sessions is still open. Okay, session is still open. Let's build a sign out functionality. We'll come to sessions here. When we go down, we'll see the session destroy. How do we destroy a session? This is it. You just write this function, session destroy, and it's going to destroy the session. So you use onset or destroy. I will personally use session destroy, so that it destroys the session of that particular user. So let's go back to index. We tell index that if someone clicks on session destroy, if is set, if someone clicks on get or sign out, if someone clicks on sign out, all you should do is you do that, you destroy a session and redirect them to the home page. So you do header location period. Yeah, that should take them back to the home page. So let's see how that works for this guy. So we refresh. Oh, he had logout instead. Logout, sign out. Let's see how his logout is written. Logout in one word. Anyhow, let's use it. So we do the log out. Great. Okay, so when I come to log out, boom. Cool. He signed out. Is he signed out? No. Log out. Yeah. But anyhow, he's on the home page, but he's definitely not logged out because see, this should exist only when the session is active. But now, wait, let's see something. Let's go to the nav. Oh no. Let's go to the nav. What did we tell you here? We said if session exists and session user ID. So now we want to know variable DOM of session. What does it tell us? What is in that session array? Oh, but we can see user ID is still there. So we're supposed to, when we're destroying it, there's something we're supposed to do. Session on set. I think we did not do it properly. Where is it? Index or session on set destroy. Let me see. I think we have to pass in what is supposed to destroy. It's supposed to destroy user ID. I think so. Let's see if that works. It's still there. Let's look at session on set. On set. There is definitely something there. Anyway, session on set. What can I do to? I'm not connected at the moment. Oh la la. So let's see what to do.